everyone, it's the Schniz Knight back with another video. So this is a little different. I normally don't review anything outside Sega, but today is Pac-Man's 40th anniversary, and I felt I had to do something. So I've been playing Pac-Man for as long as I can remember. It's just such a simple pick up and play game, and I love arcades. So I wanted to make a special video for this anniversary. I have a pretty modest but also quite cute little collection of Pac-Man merchandise I've collected throughout the years, and today I wanted to show a couple different things in my collection. Two homemade, and one I've never seen on YouTube. But first, let's take a look at the custom, made from scratch, mini Pac-Man cabinet. Alright, so the eagle-eyed of you may remember I did a video on this ages ago, but I don't think it was a very good one. So I figured, hey, let's give it another go. Now, I made this mini cabinet with my father and grandfather all the way back in 2013. So this was way before we had mini arcades for sale, like the arcade 1-up items and such. Even back then, I wanted to give this a sorta accurate yet made-at-home kind of feel. So we used some plywood to make the cabinet, and I only sanded it down enough to make sure you don't get splinters or anything while playing it. I wanted to keep that kind of wood texture to make it feel custom. All the artwork you see on the cabinet is hand-drawn and painted by yours truly. Again, I didn't want to do decals, I wanted everything done by hand. So I'm sure the question on everyone's mind is the screen. How did I go about that? Well, you'd be surprised. It's actually just a really old, really small CRT I saw at a garage sale for like $1. So I fitted it inside the cabinet and made a wooden plate around it for more artwork. Now this TV is like ancient, so unfortunately the screen is in black and white. Shockingly though, that doesn't change much. You can still play the game, no problem, you can see everything, and it has great sound. I know it's not picking up on camera, especially because I'm filming this during the day, but if you were in person and playing this, you would have no problem seeing the screen. The cabinet stands around 21 inches tall, so even though it's mini, it's certainly not pocket-sized. The coolest thing in my opinion is how this is still a game controlled by a joystick. I took one of those old Pac-Man plug-and-plays and simply mounted it inside the cabinet. If you flip the thing over, you can still replace the batteries in it. Now don't get me wrong, I've got a Galaga arcade 1-up cabinet, and I even have this huge Midway arcade machine with Pac-Man in it. But there's something really cool about playing a cabinet you made yourself. That's honestly why I haven't bought the Countercade or anything after all this time. I kinda already had one years before making small arcade machines became a thing. But hey, let's also take a look at this little guy. From my little Pac-Man collection, I have this Japanese UFO Catcher Pac-Man plush, released back in 2005. This thing is so cool. It looks much nicer than the Pac-Man plushes we got over here about a decade ago, although still roughly the same size. I've never seen anyone talk about this on YouTube. I don't really see many pictures of it on Google, Instagram, or Twitter, so I think it's really rare, and it's very shocking that I have it. The gloves and boots are made out of this material that unfortunately cracks and rips over time, which is a shame because when it isn't cracked, it looks really nice and shiny. The plush is also quite heavy. Not only is it stuffed, but there are a lot of tiny beads towards the bottom of the plush that give it some real weight to sit down on shelves and such. This thing was released around the 25th anniversary, and here we are at the 40th, like wow. I'd also like to show off this Pac-Man plush that Jay made me. You know Jay, I talk about him in every collection video because he gets me so many things. But he made this from scratch, and it's such a cute little plush to have. Anyway, thank you all for watching, I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more arcade Pac-Man kind of stuff, and this has been the Schniz Knight. I hope to see you all again next time.